Assalam alaikum.
اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق.
Ahlan wa sahlan.
Assalamu alaikum class. So today we will continue where we stop, and today we will continue to Arjin Sakin. So this Arjin Sakin is the Sakin which is imagined. So it's not a real Sakin, but you imagine that there is a Sakin at some point. Okay, so when you recite Quran, you may need to take a breath and stop. Okay, in any word, okay, of the ayah. Imagine you're stopping at the end of the ayah. Even if you don't see a Sakin on the last letter, you have to replace any sign with the imagined Sakin. Okay, the only place that you don't put the imagined Sakin is the when you see the ayah or the word that you want to stop, it got a double sign, either a double fatha, okay, or a double kisra, or a double dhamma. Okay, now for example, okay, this word here, it is al-kitabu. Al-kitabu. Alifata alam seknel al. Kaf kisraki alqi. Tefatata alqita. Medhumabu al-kitabu. Okay. Now, if you are reading Quran and you want to stop at this point, okay, you have to say al-kitab. Al-kitab. So it's like basic neb al-kitab, so that you imagine there's a sakin there. Okay, now let's read together. Al-kitab. Al-kitab. Okay, the second one, it is maliki. Min fata ma lam kisra li, mali, kaf kisraki, maliki. Now imagine you want to stop at this word. For example, maliki yawmiddin. I didn't stop. You can hear the maliki. But if I want to stop at the maliki, I have to say malik yawmiddin. Okay, now you can see if I stop, you don't hear the sound of kisra. You hear the sound of Sakna, that it is imagine Sakin or Arji Sakin. Okay, Malik. Now repeat after me. Malik. Okay, now let's see here. It says the rule doesn't apply on the double fatha. Okay, if the last letter, when you see a stopping has a double fatha, then you have to elongate the sound a little and stop. So you have to make a slightly long and then you stop. For example, muswaddikan. So because there's a qaf fathatin, it will be muswaddikan. But you don't stop as a muswaddikan, you prolong. Okay, min fatama. No, sorry, mim dhamma mu. Sad fatasa. Musa dal. Shadda kisra di. Muswaddi. Qaf fatatenikan. Musaddiqan. But if you are reading and you want to stop at that point, you have to say musaddiqa. Okay, now the second one, it is huda. Okay, hudan. If you're not stopping, or if you're reading as this Arab, you have to say musaddiqan. No, sorry, hudan. Hadmahu. Dal fatateni dan. Hudan. Okay, but when you are reading in the Quran, it will be huda. Okay, huda. Now repeat after me. Huda. Huda. Okay, now another place where the Arjin Sakin or the imagined Sakin, it doesn't apply this rule. Okay, it say here this rule also doesn't apply if the last letter has got alif. If the last letter has got alif, okay, then you have to prolong, you make it long, okay, you elongate the sound, okay. Tefatata, ta, hesekneh, tah, tekisrati, tahti, hefataha, tahtiha. But there's alif, you can see there's alif there, it makes tahtiha, tahtiha. Repeat after me. Tahtiha. Now let's read example. As I said, this is not a big topic. It's very small topic, but it's good that you have to know early before we start reading. So after this, we have the last one, which is shadda, which is shaddid. Okay, after that topic, then we will start reading the Quran, inshallah. Now you'll have to know all of this before we start reading the Quran. So if you think there's any topic that you missed or you didn't understand well, just put in the comment. I will try to revise with you. I will put another video, maybe I can tell you, or I can explain more in details, and then we will start reading the Quran. Okay. Now, before we go to example, I just want to tell you, also have the Arabic classes, which it will be a different teacher that she will teach Arabic classes. Don't forget to watch that one as well. Okay. Now we're moving to example. Okay. This one, it is khalaqa. As you can see, it is khalaqa. But if you're stopping at this, you have to say khalaq, khalaq. So let's do Irab first. Khafataha, kha, lam fatala, khala, kafataka, khalaqa. But if you're reading the Quran, okay, let me hear. What would you say? Yes, khalaq.
Khala.
Khalaq. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Maliki. Maliki. Now let's do the Arab first. Min fatama. Ma. Lam kisrali. Mali. Kaf kisraki. Maliki. Now I want to hear from you. If you're reading the Quran, what would you say, and you want to stop there?
Malik.
Malik. Yes, that's the right word.
Malik.
Yes, Malik. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Absari. Absari. Now let's do the Arab, and then I will ask you if you want to read the Quran, what would you say? Alifata basic neb. Ab, Sad Fata Swa, Ab Swa, Rekisrari, Ab Swari, Ab Swari. But if you're reading in the Quran and you want to stop at this to take a breath, yes, exactly, Absar,
Absar.
Absar,
Absar.
Absar. Good class. Now the next one, it is Allahu, Allahu, alifata a, lam, shadda, fatalla, Allah, hidmahu, Allahu. Okay, but if you want to read in the Quran, what would you say? If you want to stop somewhere, or you want to stop at this word, you will say, yes,
Allah.
Allah,
Allah.
Allah. Good class. Good, very good.
Allah.
Very good. Now let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. Now what would you do? What will you do now? So it is khaliduna, khaliduna, khaliduna. Now let's do the i'rab now. Let's do the i'rab. خفتخ خا لم كسرى لي خالي ضمدو خالدو واو سكنيو خالدو نون فتنا خالدونا. But when you read in the Quran and you want to stop at this point, you have to read like, yes class, خالدون خالدون.
خالدون
Mhm.
خالدون.
Good. I can see you're doing very well. Class, you're doing very well. Now let's continue and finish the last three examples. This one it is صادقين صادقين. Let me read it. الإعراب صاد فتح صا صا دال كسرة دي صادي قاف كسرة تي صادقي يسكني صادقي نون فتنا صادقينا. Now if you want to read this and this is where you want to stop, it will be
صادقين.
yes
صادقين.
صادقين. Good class, good, very good. Now let's move on to the last two, which is تحتها تحتها تفتتا تا هسكنه تا تكسرتي تحتي هفتها تحتها. Now if you want to read this in the Quran and you want to stop at this word, it will be tahti. No, because remember there's alif at the end. There's alif at the end. Remember that? Yes. Tahtiha. Tahtiha. So the rule of the second, it doesn't apply here.
تحتها.
Tahtiha. So here when there's a alif at the end, you don't imagine there's Arji Sakin. So you don't imagine there's a Sakin. You make it long. You long it. Okay?
تحتها.
Okay? Now this one it is marada. Marada. So min fata ma rifata ra mara dhad fatatini dhan maradan maradan. But because there's alif at the end, what do we say if you want to stop here? Marada.
مرضى.
Marada. Okay?
مرضى.
Okay, class, very good. Now we'll finish this topic, Arji Sakin. We will do tomorrow Shadda, okay? Shadda or Tashdid. We'll do that. After that, then we will conclude this learning and we'll start doing the Quran. So we'll start learning the Quran and not these signs of the Quran. Okay, now as I said, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. If you want to repeat these topics again, just go back and watch the video again. And if you have any comments, don't forget to put comments and we will look into those. Okay, thank you, bye bye.